You cannot express yourself. And that is what she's trying to say. I'm a woman. Let me be. Let me do what I want to do. Don't hold me back. Oh my God, I couldn't stop dancing. Hello viewers, welcome to another movie reviews with Ladytj. This is Jacob Seruma. If you're just tuning in, you're right on time. Today's review is on Perfect Picture 10 years later. Perfect Picture 10 years later. This is fantastic. It's about these three ladies who are so close. It's just perfect. The name actually resonates what happens in this movie. It's called Perfect Picture 10 years later. Just watch the preview.
You are my husband's lover. You have to tell me everything. And when I say that, I mean everything.
Picture Perfect tells us a story about three wonderful ladies who are very close friends. I mean, these ladies, they had no secrets, no inhibitions. They told each other everything and anything you can think of, including their sex lives, how many times they have sex, if they're not having it, and everything. I mean, they were just so true to themselves. I mean, it tells us the trials and the tribulations, what they went through, their marriages, and everything that happened between the three of them. They kept it between the three of them, and they were able to support themselves. Who does that in this age? I mean, day and age. I'm telling you, this is a must-watch for everyone because it's actually infused some Nigerian actors and Ghanaian. It's a Ghanaian film, but it felt like I was just watching Nolly and Gollywood film. I mean, it's fantastic. Picture Perfect 10 years later is from the Sparrow Pictures productions, and the one and only director, Shirley Frimpong Manser, directed this. She actually produced and directed this movie. She actually wrote, produced and directed this movie. She's done a lot. I mean, she's very well known in Ghana. You understand? She's done so many other productions, and she's one of the best in Ghana anyway. She directed this movie, produced it and wrote it. Her name is Shirley Frimpong Manser, and somebody helped her with regards to the production, and his name is Ken Atto. So I mean, she was supported with Ken Atto's expertise. The cast, they were star-studded. I am telling you, we had the likes of the best of the best in Ghana, as well as some of the best actors in Nigeria were in this production. You understand? We had Jackie Appiah, we had Chris Atto, John DeMello, we had RMD, Mofedamijo, we had a lady called Nana Ashu Mensah, we had Ajati Anang, Lydia Fosun, so many of them, so many of the actors and actresses that acted, and they all did very well. Fantastic diction, fantastic presentation. The Perfect Picture 10 years later was said to have won 3 awards in the 2010 African Film Awards. I mean, the Best Actress went to Jackie Appiah, the Best Actor went to Ajati Anang, and of course the Best Director went to Shirley. And Shirley was also the producer and the writer of this movie. So well done. That was 2010. The cinematography was fantastic. I mean, come on. The soundtrack did it for me. There were so many songs there that I had to actually get up to dance to. You know, I started with that. I mean, they had so many nice songs in it. It was believable. The marriage was believable. Even the anniversary was believable. You understand? I felt like I was in the celebration. Another thing that stood out very well for me was the fact that they had fantastic locations. Come on. They had fantastic locations. I loved all their locations. Beautiful places, beautiful sceneries, beautiful views in terms of their locations. Their costumes, well, it's okay. You understand? Some of the costumes I didn't really like, but most of the costumes were okay for me. Now, talking about the acting, yeah, they had good dictions. I mean, usually we want to see flaws, but I didn't see that. I didn't see any flaw in their dictions. They all did very well. They all acted very well. I couldn't fault any of them. I think the casting director did a wonderful job ensuring that they infused those people that could bring out the best in themselves, and they all brought out the best in themselves. For me, that was a plus. The acting was fantastic. The dictions were fantastic. I didn't know whether to say it was a Nollywood film or a Gollywood film. I would just say it's Nolly Golly. The director did a fantastic cast with the three ladies. The three ladies gelled very well. Their conversations, they were flowing. There was no hiccups. They knew what they had to say and they said it well. It was so believable that they were really friends, and how they related to each other actually showed that it's possible to have such friends in the real world, if you know what I mean. It was just a fantastic combination of the three of them. Despite their problems and their relationships, they were still able to support each other. That was a plus for me. Moreover, Ajete Anand just did very well. I mean, I thought that it was real with the way he acted, the way he behaved, what he said, his mannerisms and everything, his frustrations, everything was on point. Well done, Ajete. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name very well, but you did so well in this production. Another beautiful thing about this production was the fact that women are known to be vulnerable, especially when they're having problems in their relationships. However, these women, despite all the problems they had in their relationship, they were able to support each other and then go back and redress their relationships. Well, I want you to remember that this is a review, and there's no way you can talk about positives without you actually saying a few things that you felt could have been done better. In this production, the first that I'm going to talk about is the fact that the 419 came from Nigeria. You understand? This is a Ghana film. When the 419 was to come, it was a Nigerian 419 that actually did that to Prisato. You understand? I felt that was a flaw. It could have been from any other country, but it was from Nigeria. You portrayed Nigeria as a 419 country. That was a flaw for me. Being a Nigerian, I did not like that. 2 was the sex tape. And the fact that the mother came to Dede, who was one of the girls, to accuse her of raping her son, her 21-year-old son. A 21-year-old is an adult, you understand? And he was a consenting adult. The video actually showed, but it felt like, she was punishing him. It was a consensual sex. And I didn't feel that in this day and age, a mother can go and talk to another woman to say, you raped my son and I'm going to sue you for that. I don't think that was, it could have been better done. If the son was like 17 years old, then I would say, yes, we're talking. But this was a 21-year-old, you understand? So I felt that was a flaw in the age difference. 3, I felt like there was too much information. There was information overload in the film. There were so many things I could pick up and I could have spoken about, the things that all the women said, what the men said, and everything that I could put in this review. There was so much information overload. Although they were educative and entertaining at the same time, but it actually, for me, it was just too much. It was 2.5 hours film, and it was just too much overload, information overload. I got bored after a while with the information. They talked too much in the movie. Another flaw that I saw there, I don't know whether that was intentional, was the fact that when Jackie Appiah, who played Akase, went to a building where he met the guy who actually supported them, the rich man, the young dude who actually supported her at the end of the film, he mentioned his name. Of course, it was a Nigerian name. I didn't feel the need for her to say Nigerian because it was a Nigerian name. You understand? And I felt, oh, come on. I mean, somebody says, I'm Titilola. Of course, Titilola is a Nigerian name. I felt like it was cheesy. It was not necessary. I said that the cast was fantastic and everything. But for me, I did not feel that chemistry between RMD, who played Sam, and Dede, who played the oversexed female lady out of the ladies. The relationship did not gel too much for me. It made me feel like a father-daughter relationship. It didn't feel like they were in love, or there was just there was a bit of stiffness between them that did not make me believe them like they were actually dating. I don't know. But they both did well individually, but together I didn't feel them. I could not feel that relationship. I could not feel the love or camaraderie that you will find between a man and a woman. I just did not feel it. Another unrealistic thing about this production is that when men are rejected at home, most men, not all men, they go out there and they find solutions. They find substitutes. But in this production, the men waited. They knew something was wrong. They loved their wives. They loved their girlfriends. And they waited for them, knowing, okay, we're going to work this through. We're going to sort this out. I'm not going to do anything stupid. It's very unrealistic with African men. Sorry. Talk about being explicit. Look at the same way Aseye and her husband Larry went to see the GP. And they were talking about their relationships, how many times they should have sex and all of that. And the fact that after Larry left, the wife was able to actually tell the GP their style, sex style. I felt that was way too much, way too explicit, even to the GP, who was embarrassed, if you know what I mean. Come on. I don't know if the director was trying to make it as modern as possible, you understand? But I just felt like, no, I don't really want to know. I don't want to hear about what style you use when you are in bed. That was the way I felt. There were some statements made in this film that really got me. The first one was when John Dumelo was speaking with Aseye. You understand? They met and they were talking, and he said the reason why I did not want to get married was a compromise factor. And then further on, there was a statement that was made that says, I'm not happy when I have to give up something I love to love somebody. And this is what we all do, isn't it? We give up something just because we're in love and everything. And my opinion or my advice is, don't compromise on happiness. Do not compromise on happiness. You only live once. You understand? It's give and take. You understand? You cannot continue to give and not receive anything. So don't compromise on happiness. Live your life. That is my opinion about this. Okay, before I tell you the scores, I'm going to have to read some of the tweets from those who have actually watched. perfect picture 10 years later. This one is from a guy called Ibrahim Slim Kebe, and he says, Shirley Frimpong Mansell, director and writer, has always proven she's one of the best in Africa when it comes to filmmaking. After a decade of the initial release of the Part 1, she still maintains the quality of her work. An amazing filmmaker she is. And the second one is from someone called Solanx. I would really love to attend a Ghanaian wedding soon. Ghanaian weddings are underrated for some unknown reasons. This shows in the perfect picture. Yes, actually, I would love to. I've attended a few Ghanaian weddings, and they're fantastic. Different, a bit different from Nigerian, weddings, but man, they can sing, and we saw it in this movie. It's time to score the movie. I've watched it, and it's about 2.5 hours long. You have to have a lot of patience or a bit of patience to watch it. The soundtracks, for me, they were fantastic soundtracks. The production was good. Everything was good. I've told you the flaws there, and I'm hoping that you would also make your comments later about what you say once you watch the movie. I'll be giving this movie 7.5, 7.5. I hope that you also will be able to make your comments. Don't forget to press like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is the best channel. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification. Hit the bell. Hit the notification bell. And make your comments below. You understand? If you feel that 7.5 is not good enough, or if you feel it's too much, make your comments there. I'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget, this is the Ladytj review with Ladytj, my channel. Like, share, hit the notification bell, subscribe. Don't forget. Until next week, take care, keep on keeping on, stay safe. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, social distance. Love you. Bye.
Eba, her man, some jest, some qua, her is the man, aquaba, her rise, I'm a taste, man, aquaba, her rise, I'm a man, and play to rise, I'm a cocoa. Eba, about the bull fruit, about the too bad, on New Year, cacro, about the pano, on New Year, tusa, the man, aquaba, her rise, I'm a taste, man, aqua, rise, I'm a cocoa. Eba, I've grown out so Dija, and you will you busy more from a sampa. It's all about the buff in the gist of the herd.